The only voice that matters is the voice of the jury, and the jury has spoken.
A jury of 12 Manhattan residents reaches an historic verdict. Donald Trump guilty on all counts. He is now the first former president to become a convicted felon. Good evening, I'm Maurice Dubois.
And I'm Christine Johnson. Trump was found guilty on 34 counts of falsifying business records.
His sentencing set for July 11th at 10 a.m., just days before Republicans are set to formally nominate him for president.
His former fixer, Michael Cohen, who testified against his old employer, walked out of his apartment tonight saying nothing. But in a post on social media, he said in part, "Today is an important day for accountability and rule of law. While it has been a difficult journey for me and my family, the truth matters."
It was June of 2015, almost exactly 9 years ago, when Donald Trump descended the escalators at Trump Tower to announce his run for the presidency. Tonight, he returned to that very building as a convicted felon. And right here, live video now outside Trump Tower, where crowds are gathered. At least they were earlier, and there is where the president is going to stay. The former president will stay tonight.
And we have team coverage breaking down the verdict, also the reaction. Let's begin with Dick Brennan live outside criminal court now in Lower Manhattan. Dick.
Well, Christina, Maurice, people in the courtroom gasped when they learned that a verdict had been reached. And now, in the months going forward, this could have major implications on the country as a whole. It was an extraordinary and unprecedented moment in American legal history. Donald Trump, former president of the United States, guilty. Trump sat expressionless as the verdict was read, but afterwards he was infuriated.
This was a disgrace. This was a rigged trial by a conflicted judge who was corrupt.
Trump was convicted of 34 counts of falsifying business records to cover up his alleged sexual encounter with Stormy Daniels during his presidential run in 2016. The 7-man and 5-woman jury delivered the verdict in just over 11 hours.
The jury spoke decisively. It spoke unanimously. There wasn't really any doubt at the way that they were coming out in this case.
The prosecution's star witness, Trump fixer Michael Cohen, gave crucial testimony that directly implicated Trump in falsifying the $130,000 payment.
I guess the word is relieved. This has been 6 years in the making. It's accountability. It's exactly what America needs right now.
Daniels took her turn on the stand that at times was tawdry, and the defense called Cohen the gloat, the greatest liar of all time. But apparently the jury believed the prosecutor's narrative.
The only voice that matters is the voice of the jury, and the jury has spoken.
Trump is scheduled to be sentenced on July 11th and could face anything from probation to prison.
I think the real hard part for this judge is going to be to craft a sentence that makes sense.
But the former president says he expects voters will make a fair decision.
The real verdict is going to be November 5th by the people.
Now joining me now is Alice Gaynor. Alice, you were in the courtroom in that really dramatic moment when the verdict was read. What was it like and what was the reaction?
So the jury foreperson stood up and started reading all 34 counts on that verdict sheet, guilty. And the screen where we can normally see his face, the video feed was cut. So we didn't have a direct, clear view of what he was doing, but courtroom artist Jane Rosenberg told me she had a good view, and she saw Mr. Trump look at the jury foreperson and then shake his head and close his eyes. We've seen him close his eyes for most of the trial. When he walked out of the courtroom, I was close to the center aisle. I had a clear shot of his face. And what I saw was him reach for his son, Eric Trump, his hand. I saw him walk out, red-faced, sweaty, and the expression on his face was very similar to that Georgia mugshot. That was the first thought in my head, actually. When he turned around, I thought, oh, I've seen that expression, that face before. So that, if you look up his mugshot, that was the facial expression he had on his face when he walked out of that courtroom.
And we heard what he said afterward. He clearly was very upset. Maurice and Christine.
Tanvir and Will.
Whole thing. You've been in the courtroom day after day, watching every second of the trial. Now that it's over, this is history. What are your main takeaways as you come away from all this?
You know, Maurice, it was really interesting to see the court in action, to see this proceeding, because in so many ways it was like every other proceeding that happens here at the criminal courthouse. Donald Trump was treated like any other defendant, except for, of course, the large security presence, all of the Secret Service, the court officers who were in the room. We had a lot of protocols in place, 2 security screenings we had to go through in here. But the judge seemed, by all accounts, by what legal experts are saying, and a retired judge I spoke with in the courtroom, they think the judge was very fair. Sometimes he was with the defense, sometimes he ruled with the prosecution, and he liked to keep things running, and he wanted to get this trial going, did not want any delays. And the jurors, they showed up on time. So it was really a smooth process when you think about all the moving pieces, parts, and the fact that the former president was on trial here in this courthouse. So to me, it was really impressive to see things operate as they would for anybody else.
And those jurors under so much pressure, surrounded literally by protesters all day long, but doing their duty ultimately. Maurice and Christine.
All right, Dick Brennan and Alice Gaynor, tremendous work, excellent insight. Thanks so much.
President Biden is currently in Rehoboth Beach with his family and will not be holding a news conference. However, he did post on social media saying, quote, "There's only one way to keep Donald Trump out of the Oval Office, at the ballot box. Donate to our campaign today."